Just the person I wanted to see. I've puzzled out the hints from that last book, and I'm afraid the news isn't good. Your next trial is in a particularly nasty part of the Shivering Isles, a place called the Chateau of the Ravenous Rodent. Not unless you've spent your life poring over obscure Daedric tomes. The chateau is in the darkest part of Dementia, the Shadowland of the Shivering Isles. I'm worried that... I'm fine, Adept. I'm just tired. It's become very draining to translate these tomes. Don't worry about me. I can open the portal to the Isles for you straight away. Shalador should be waiting, if you'll allow me. Ah, Zoxus, give me strength. I'm all right, Adept. I just didn't realize how tired I am. Let me answer your question with one of my own. Do you know of dementia and mania? The Shivering Isles, the Oblivion realm you've been exploring on Sheogorath's mad errands, is primarily divided into two spheres. In mania, the colors are brighter than bright. Beautiful flowers bloom and creatures skitter through the underbrush. Dementia has dark shadows, overcast skies, and snarling beasts. Dark stone and rattling chains. That's why I'm so tired, Adept. Last night, my dreams were of Dementia and the Chateau of the Ravenous Rodent. Uncle Robier's vegetable garden was surprisingly calming. But read into the subtext and things quickly become dark. It's the tale of a plantation. The book describes a well-appointed guest house, a beautiful maze where you can while away the afternoon, and a sprawling manse with rooms upon rooms. Make of that what you will. Auriel make me truthful, I think so. Sheogorath speaks madness and breathes insanity, but when a Daedric prince strikes a deal, they tend to keep their word. Well, think about it. He didn't have to give you any of the books if he didn't want to. If he's gone this far with his little game, why would he stop now?
Good. You've arrived. Welcome back to the Isles, Adept. We must be wary. This part of Sheogorath's realm is twisted and corrupt. I'm not sure. I've never been to this part of the Shivering Isles before. We're after the final tome, though, so we have to assume he has something truly perverse waiting in the wings. Certainly Velost has suffered enough. You have noticed as well, then? She has worked herself night and day, and Sheogorath's dark intellect is focused through those tones. They are like a stain on her mind. I think we have to... Wait. Do you feel that?
Not so fast there, Shalador. Only invited guests at the chateau. We have
Damn you, mad
standards,
god!
you know. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, Shally. And off you go! Ha! Just the two of us. Now we can talk in peace. Ah, my little mortal. I'm a man of many personalities, but I tell you what, they're all very fond of you. The game is a foot. Or a leg. In fact, all manner of severed limbs. But don't worry about that. I've brought you here because I've been watching you. You work too hard. You need a nice little vacation. Of course! This is my chateau. It's me family's estate. Gets handed down from me to myself and so on and so on. I think you'll love it here. Or hate it. Oh, one of the two, certainly. Up the road behind me is our guest quarters. But silly me! All 3 rooms are already occupied. Frankly, they've overstayed their welcome. One of them, though, just not fitting in. Could you do me a favor? Could you tell him to shove off? Catch? Such an untrusting soul. If there were a catch, I'd say it's the 2 of my guests are murderous cannibals. My advice? Don't let anyone eat you. If anyone tries to kill you, kill him right back. And remember, try to relax.
Be wary. Talk to these guests carefully before you try to throw anyone out.
I can hear you, Sally! Don't bother my guests!
You're the only one that thinks you're funny, mad god.
I can hear someone out there. Hello? Yes. Wait, no! Is the Master playing his games again? Wait, I mean, scenarios. I do enjoy his scenarios. They taste so yellow. Yes, yes! Evict me! Open the door right now! Or I'll peel off your face and wear it like a mask! I'll claw through this wood and tear out your succulent throat with my teeth! Hello? Is someone there?
Is someone out there? I can hear you moving. No, not at all. There are things skittering around in here. Oh, don't evict me. As long as I ignore the noise, it's quite nice in here. You can't see the poetry of my soul from behind a door. You can't look into my eyes and know that my mind is my own. You can't see the intensity of my truth.
Hello? Is someone there? I sent for room service hours ago. Yes, actually. It's very pleasant. Some odd things here and there, but overall... Look, are you room service or not? What? Well, no throwing me out. Throw me out and I'll have my advocate drag you before the Alinor courts. We'll strip you of every coin you've ever earned, and every coin your sons will ever earn. Fine then. My advocate will be contacted. I'll show myself out. But I'm not taking that dreadful portal.
That's a perfectly good portal! I should know! I made it! It's been so long since we had guests. You would have loved my old Uncle Leo back in the day. Charming dinner conversation, when he wasn't bringing up old girlfriends. Literally, regurgitating them. Nasty habit. Well, let's see. Now that you're settled in, you should tour the grounds. We have this lovely maze at the chateau. You simply must see it. Why do I need a reason for everything? Mortals. Always needing a reason to do things. For example, people like to think light chases away the shadows. I prefer to think that without a few lights, there'd be no shadows to enjoy. Oh, jolly good, you're getting it. I knew if we spent enough time together, you'd start to think like me. I have that effect on people. It's a bit too dark, actually. Why don't you light a few braziers as you go? Improve the ambience. Find what bumps in the night now.
You've faced darkness before, Adept. Remember your training.
No cheating, Shalador! Don't ruin this for me!
Only 2 more to go. This trial is child's play.
I'm gonna bind you to haunt a little old lady in Wayrest! Does that sound fun, Shally? So, what did you think? What was your favorite part? No, don't answer that. I can see by the look on your face how happy you are. Such confidence! Braggadocio! Gumption! I like that. The last place I'd like you to visit is our humble little manse, just behind me. I want you to meet the family! So many fond memories. There was that one time with the scalpel. Oh, And all of our family dinners. Ha! And of course, you get to play with the family heirlooms. Aye, we have an old rhyme about him. 4 lights in a row, poke one to make it glow. No, that's wrong. Maybe it was 4 lights in a trough, poke one to turn it off. Huh. Well, something like that. Remember, vacations are about enjoying the little moments.
Sheogorath's family.
How do you keep getting back in here? I blame Haskell.
Apparently not everything is under your control.
Not yet, anyway. Beautiful, aren't they? Isn't it beautiful? The most beautiful part of the chateau. You can see why I've held on to the place all these years. Now, just hold on there. Haven't you been wondering why it's called the Chateau of the Ravenous Rodent? Well, you should. And before I give you the last tome, before I reward you and Shally for all your hard work, you need to meet one more member of my family. Let me tell you the story of old Uncle Leo. Ah, a mortal after me own heart. Well, Uncle Leo was quite the ladies' man back in the day. He had a beauty in every town, from Windhelm to Stormhold. As the years went by and his looks began to fade, it got harder and harder to, you know. Right. Well, not getting the attention of the ladies the way he used to, it started to drive Leo a little bit batty. And that's when I stepped in. Can't have someone as well loved as Leo all lonely, right? So, I offered him a little deal. I gave him back his looks, his youth. All he had to do was promise never to bed a maiden more than once. Simple, really. And he took the deal with gusto. Then, a few years later, he meets Mjol. Cheese for the smart skeever! Leo couldn't resist her. Thought he'd have an out on our deal if they got married. Nope. His flesh melted like wax on his wedding night. Became an atronach of my very own. Now, all his girlfriends are rats! Too much, I'm afraid. To be honest, it's become an embarrassment to the family. So, as the final act of a courteous guest, go kill Uncle Leo, will you? Give the old lug my love before you rip his skull open, will you? family would be so proud if you hadn't already murdered most of them. Always sad to see a good man die. Leo's death just now? Hilarious! I should make you fight narwhals on the open ocean! I should make you run a gauntlet of angry Argonian concubines! But I won't. Book's yours. Yes, well, I'm sure you and Shalador will be very happy with your new book. Of course, Velast has been the one doing all the reading, right? Send her my best. And tell her to read real close on this last one. Give Velast my best.
You've returned. Do you have the book? You've done it. We have them all. Now I just need to closely study the books together as a set, and we should be able to find Shalador's island. Wish me luck, my friend. I'll need it this time round. Yes, Adept. I recovered quickly after you left. I'm just feeling a little weary. This business with the books you've been collecting, it's taken a lot out of me. These books are like word labyrinths. There are layers of meaning upon meaning, endless research avenues. He's laden these things with oblique references that only someone with my mastery of law would be able to understand. It's very tiring. Like I said, just a little weary. Don't worry, Adept. I'm up to the challenge. I'm one of only a handful of people in the whole of Tamriel that could have puzzled these out, in fact. We'll see it done.
The guild requests your help. Comrade, a message for you. The guild has need of your unique talents. Merrick Atazwala sent word. He asks you to join him as soon as you can. An investigation has begun in the matter of Guildmaster Iceblade's death. He's called a gathering of the Council of Province Generals in Sentinel. You should find him at the hall there. No. Just lots of rumors about the Council investigation. The old guard thinks Caesar Colors would have had a lot to gain from Yofnir's death. And from what I've heard, she's not at the meeting.
By the Divines, it's good to see you here. Flaminius Octor, Province General of Cyrodiil, at your service. I've long had the privilege and honor of being the Guild's arm at the heart of the Empire. How I wish that was still the case. I'm sure you heard of the unrest in Cyrodiil. 3 banners set upon the other. The sacking of the Imperial City, the death of the Imperial line. My time with the Guild has not been quiet.
You look formidable, comrade. Perhaps one day you'd care to spar with Razem, yes? This one is the Province General of Elsewhere. She has earned the name Iron Ear and fights like a champion of Tizrini Arena. You'd do well to watch your tongue, my friend. Peace be upon you, comrade. Good to see you at my little meeting. Yes, comrade. My meeting. I am the Countess Hakruba, daughter of Tigonus, Flower of the Sands, and Province General of High Rock. This meeting was called at my request, as I have the honor of leading the council. The Guildmaster sets the goals of the Guild as a whole. The Council interprets her wishes at the province level. As head of the Council, I resolve disputes and ensure we are working hand in gauntlet with the Guildmaster.
Blade deserves the scabbard. Strike!
What I wouldn't give to be having this meeting in Skyrim. It's hot as dragon's breath in here. Ha! Aren't you a milk-drinking simpleton? Skyrim is littered with relics from the time of the dragons. Shrines, tombs. Trust me, comrade. Many are the lies and stories told to children. Dragons do not number among them.
You must be the one Merrick and Aleph have been talking about. Finally, we get some movement round here. By the green, I am uneasy. All this talk of death and magic. Give me something I can hit. I didn't become Province General of Valenwood through quiet meditation. I got this post through action.
My comrade, I am very glad to see you again. This is the Council of Province Generals. They run the guild under the direction of the Guildmaster, and they're very concerned. I've been speaking to them about our experiences with the ghost of Yofnir and the attack on the Earthforge. The Council feels that we need to further investigate Yofnir's death. You will be their eyes and ears, with Aleph assisting you. She's gone to get some air outside. She can explain in more detail. If anyone can get to the bottom of this, it's you and Aleph. She's gone up to the roof of the hall to get some air. Stendarr, guard your steps, my friend. I wish I knew. I extend her Stendarr's grace, but the Council isn't willing to do the same. She disappeared from quarters after the attack on the Forge. They've actually ordered the rank and file to search for her. No, I don't. But I'm one of the few. Aleph has already made up her mind as well. Not only does she think Colors ordered the attack, Aleph's convinced she murdered Yofnir. Damn it.
Your sword has not earned its
I finished what I could on the weapon, and we repaired the damage from the Daedric attack on the Earthforge. The core remains unfinished, though, while we deal with these plots. Aleph reached out to members of the Mages Guild. They tried to summon his spirit, talk to him. They failed. Aleph says something is preventing him from talking to us. I don't know much of such things, but I'm sure she has the right of it.
You must follow through on your swing, my friend.
I'm sure you've seen some of the Council as you've traveled across Tamriel. Each represents a former province of the Empire, managing business there for the Guildmaster. Stendarr give us strength. Just amazing to think of this as the full Council. Skyrim, High Rock, elsewhere, Valenwood, and Cyrodiil, hardly the whole of the Empire. We've lost a number of generals over the last few years, and a few even quit after Yofnir died.
You have spoken to Merrick, then? Seen the Council? It is about time we acted. This one apologizes, comrade. She has been urging action for some time. Finally, to be able to... We have been tasked with investigating Yofnir's death, yes? We should begin. Yofnir kept a room nearby. Aleph gave instructions no one was to be allowed inside until we arrived. I shall keep watch here. Enter Yofnir's quarters and search for... something. Anything to suggest a road to travel. Aleph knew she could trust you. Too many voices. All of them very important, used to being heard. They want this mystery solved, and they want it solved now. They are used to combat, direct action. All this thinking hurts their heads. Aleph would have hoped you'd notice by now. This one loves to fight, loves the thrill of combat. But a thorny puzzle, a tricky lock, a track to follow in the woods, just as much fun as a blade in a brawl. Anything out of place, anything connected with a place or a person. We thought his death just the touch of chance, so we did not know to search. Anything might be a clue. We found him in his quarters, the endless sleep. It was very sudden, but at the time we thought nothing of it. Yafnir was getting old. Sooner or later one of the faster blades would have made him sit down. None. And slow though he was, he never would have gone to... what was it? Yes, Sovngarde. He never would have gone to Sovngarde without a fight. What have you found? Interesting. Ragenthar is a dwarven ruin. Why would he... We must travel there, comrade. See if we can uncover more. Relics? Yafnir was no scribe. He was like most Nords this one has met. A Warhammer diplomat. The guild lost some contracts because of it, but the rank and file loved him. Now Aleph is truly surprised. The guildmaster had the magical prowess of a particularly slow horse. What was he doing at that ruin? Good thought. Perhaps some in the guild hall saw him there. This one suggests you question our comrades in Bergama. Aleph will meet you nearby. She has some preparations to make. There is an oasis near Bergama, Ogre's Bluff. Meet Aleph there, and we will journey to Ragenthar together.
Nice to see you, comrade. Our numbers aren't what they used to be. Live by the sword and all that. Sure, I remember him here, but not his business. I think he spoke with Akita a few times. I wish he was still around. Be interested to hear what he thinks of this contract, knowing the council's all torn up about it. Oh, you know. The Guild has always been about our short, simple contracts. One and done was the mantra a lot of the lads used. Now this long-term thing with the anchors? The coin's good, but it's a big change. Not everyone likes it, that's all.
Looking to crack some Daedric skulls? I've got what you need. Yes, he actually visited a few times in the months before he died. Always came into town dirty and smelling like boots after a hard march. Never asked why. Didn't seem like a thing he was likely to tell me. Go carefully, comrade. Uncertain times in Tamriel. Only thing you can be sure of is a good weapon.
Welcome to the hall, comrade. I bet you've got some good tales to tell of our war on the anchors. Sure, of course. Had me set out some supplies for him a few times. He said he was going out to Ragnthar, that weird old Dwemer ruin. I kept telling him the mages had already emptied it out, but he kept telling me he needed to go. Oh, studying it and such. Ragnthar is weird. Unique, I guess you'd say. See, nobody really knows where it is. Physically, that is. It has an entrance near here, right? But the mages say stepping through the door is some kind of, temporospatial claudication. I think that's what they call it. Anyway, it means the ruins inside are all scooped out of time and space. There are entrances to the place all over Tamriel, but nobody knows where it really is. He said he was meeting someone, but he had to meet with them somewhere safe, that what they were talking about was very important. Guess that's why Yofnir went to the trouble of going to that weird old place.
Welcome. This one is anxious to get moving. Aleph will lead the way to Ragnthar if you're ready. Here we go. Try to keep up, yes? Follow, comrade. This one cannot wait to taste the air in Ragnthar. Yofnir visits a remote Dwemer ruin just before his death. No coincidence. And now the guild openly opposes a Daedric prince. Risky, risky. To throw the guild against such power, foolish. This one remembers when we fought goblins, bandits. Small contracts, one and done, yes? Almost there. Be on your guard. And here we are, Ragenthar. Welcome to Ragenthar. The barrier here is a relic of its builders. They did something very strange to this place. Ragenthar is twisted out of space. This entrance here will allow us in. But it is not really here, if that makes sense. Lucky for us, Aelif came prepared. She can bring the door into focus. Let us inside. In her travels, Aelif has learned little tricks and techniques. She has fought mages, Daedra, the undead, even werewolves. You don't hunt monsters as long as she has without learning a thing or two. This one will just be a moment. The sound of gears. Watch yourself. An impressive tactic. Are you well, comrade? Did it harm you? A protective barrier. With something inside, Aleph can sense a great power here. Formidable. But this one knows a spell to negate it. Not without your assistance. Aleph will subdue the crystals. You must destroy them. Your window will be short. The spell is taxing, and Aleph can only maintain it for so long. Be quick. Prepare yourself. Move your paws quickly. Now, destroy the crystals. Good. Now to examine the body. That did not sound good. It is a trap. here. Aleph is pleased to have you at her side. They are called Aurorans, a strange type of Daedra, I think. Aleph has only faced them once before. If she recalls correctly, they choose their allegiances carefully. Very curious that we would face them here. Let Aleph see. This is Yafnir's. His body here, but why? He was to be interred near his home in Eastmarch. Keeping us out, yes, but perhaps also keeping him in. Aleph has tried to have Yafnir summoned from Aetherius, and it has never worked. Perhaps now, Aleph has an idea. Perhaps with the barrier down, we speak to him directly. This one knows how to reach out. Aleph can draw him to this place, so close to his body. What do you say? Are you ready to get some answers? You have seen the spirit of Yafnir, but always just for a moment. This one believes we can summon him, speak to him. Learn who murdered him. Aleph told you she has power. Magical gifts, connections to lands beyond. She will use them to draw the spirit to this place. Then we shall see, yes? We begin. Aleph will start the ritual.
Who summons me?
Hush, spirit. Aleph will ask the question.
What do you wish to know? I will tell you what I can.
Aleph demands the name of your murderer. Who killed you, Yafnir?
It was the Argonian. My subordinate sees all colors.
This one knew it would be so. Begone, spirit. Aleph is done with you.
I have done as you asked. Release me to walk in Sovngarde.
Go. Aleph will call for you again, soon. Sovngarde indeed. You heard the Guildmaster. Sees all colors. She murdered Yafnir. Perhaps for you, this one has suspected all along. The lizard was the one to become Guildmaster. The lizard was the one who set us on this crusade. Aleph smelled something foul on the wind. Find Merrick and the Council. They are probably still in their moot at the Sentinel Guildhall. They need to know about this, and they will heed your word. Aleph shall remain and search for more clues.
What news do you have? I didn't even want to let myself think it. When she disappeared after your visit to the Ayleid ruin. What is your proof, my friend? The Council will need solid evidence. Aleph did what? Stendarr's breath, that's disgusting. I'll have to talk to her when she returns, but I suppose it did answer our concerns. Oblivion take lizards and cats both.
Seize all colors will be found and thrown in a cell. Stay in touch, comrade. We will need you when the time comes. Until then.
Your feet must move, Rahim! Now attack! Attack!